Still no results back. They're supposed to call by tomorrow. Really, they ought to have the results back by now. Hello, Mila. Hello, Mila. They should have the results back by now. They're supposed to call me when they get them. I have no phone calls. They gave me a website where I can look up the results myself. That has nothing. I try to call them. I'm on hold forever. And at this point, if it's positive, fine. I have no symptoms. I feel okay. And I will probably continue to be okay. But good or bad, positive or negative, I just want to know. Mila, do you want to be on camera? You want to say hi to the people? Okay, yeah, there we go. Sometimes I get messages from people asking for advice on producing content for YouTube. They want to have their own YouTube channel, and they want to see if I have any insight. I guess my first question is, are you sure you want to do it? Because it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter how many fans you have. There will be people that come along who just want to tear you down. And no matter how many hundreds or thousands of people you like, who like what you do, there will still be some who don't like it and feel that they need to be vocal about it. There are people who will try to tell you how you should run your channel. Even though they have no experience running a channel themselves, they still will give unsolicited opinions on how you ought to be doing it. So I got some... I got an email from, I guess, a guy who used to watch the show, telling me that he couldn't watch the show anymore and explaining why. And if he's not watching the show, then he's not in the audience anymore. He's not my audience, so then why do I care? Why would I change anything for him if he's not in the audience? I do what I do for the audience. So, okay, you're gone. Bye, Felicia. But he couldn't just unsubscribe and walk away. He had to make sure it was known why he was not watching anymore. If you are ever tempted to do this to some YouTuber or other content creator that you don't like, don't bother. Nobody cares, or at least they shouldn't, because you can't run a channel that way. You can't run a channel worried about what haters are going to say about you and trying to please people who don't like what you do. Don't focus on them. Do it for the ones who love it. That's the best advice that I've heard, and I pass along. Do it for those who love it. And so if you're going to change anything, or if you're going to improve, you're going to work harder, you're going to try to make your content better, do it for the people who enjoy it. Don't spend any effort on the people who breeze by and tell you how much they don't like it and what you ought to be doing instead. Don't do anything for them. Do it for the people who love it. That doesn't mean you never change. That doesn't mean you never take advice. But if you're going to take advice from somebody who knows a little bit about what they're talking about, who has some experience, somebody you trust. Do listen to your audience, but listen to your audience. And if somebody's going to rage quit and walk off and take his ball and go home, that person's not in your audience. Don't try to please that person. There are people who just won't like what you do. And you just have to let them go. And that is getting those messages, working really hard on something and you know, putting in all the effort to build an audience and find people who like what you do, and improving and putting time, effort, and money into it to make it better, only to get these messages of people who just crap all over, everything you've done. It can be discouraging. But I mean, if that's something that would be discouraging to you, then I would say don't worry too much about making stuff for YouTube. It will happen. If you stick around long enough to gain an audience, that will happen. But I'm at the point where, man, I can't be. That is just comes with the territory. It just happens. And here I've made this video at least partially about it, but that's even probably more attention than it's worth. As far as the other channel, I've already moved on. I don't care. I've got other stuff to do. I've got thousands of people who tune in every week, and I want to try to produce stuff that they enjoy. I got lots to do. I got too much to do to worry about that dude. But I'm laying here, still waiting for my results. More time on my hands than I would like. And so, yeah, we'll talk about it for a little bit. But I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Now I'm just waiting for those results. I just want to know.